Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over dodging in this video. A lot of you have been asking for this, so I think I need to cover it again. I've made a few videos on this topic, but there is some new mechanics within the game that we need to cover that will help your experience in dodging and help you possibly even become a dodge master and last quite a long time while you're going up against these gyms or even raids. Now I'm just going to be doing clips of gyms, no raids, but the same mechanics can apply to raids if you play your cards right. So a few things we're going to be going over: how to dodge using a quick move that is fairly slow, like this one seen here with Mewtwo, Confusion, and also how to use fairly tanky Pokemon, get through a gym, and survive the whole time, depending upon the CP. Also, recovering your health right before an enemy defeats you is a key thing as well, so you don't have to worry about dodging in those last few seconds. And then lastly, we're going to be taking a look at Kyogre using Waterfall just to see how many waterfalls you can get off before you have to dodge. Okay, so first up is going to be Medicham up against a Blissey. Now, you have to remember the first two attacks from those Pokemon upon entering a battle just like this are going to be dealing a lot more damage for those first two quick moves, so you're going to maybe want to dodge those. When you see the flash, when it fades away, that's when you're going to get out of the way. Fade, dodge out of the way. Now I'm going to have this repeat so you can see it again. And they're also going to be quicker than normal. After they do their first two quick attacks, then it should be a pattern, kind of like 1, 2, 3. But you need to remember that the computers never play by the rules like that. Sometimes they go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. You have to pay attention to the patterns. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the text that will show you the opponent using its charge move before it actually even happens. As we can see, Blissey used Hyper Beam, and then Blissey used Hyper Beam way before the windup. I'm gonna repeat this again so you can see. So that is actually a fantastic tip for you to use against raid bosses or just gym battles in general. You'll actually know when it's happening even before the yellow flash, even before its animation. So just remember that as well. We're going to be taking a look at Mewtwo with Confusion up next. How are you supposed to dodge correctly with that? Well, it's a pretty tricky one, because if you're impatient, you're going to get hit with the quick move and the charge move as well. You have to have patience and know timing as well. So we're going to go in here, dodge the first two quick moves, of course, and then we're going to get off our Confusion. Now, see, I did 2 there. Impatient, was not able to dodge. Now I just did 1. Now I'm just waiting here. It's about to actually use its flamethrower, flash, and then fade away, dodge, successful. Alright, go in with 1 confusion, 2 confusions, and then dodge. I did that because typically after a opponent uses a charge move in a gym, they're vulnerable for a few seconds, and that is a great time to actually get off your charge move or a few extra quick moves, so keep that in mind. Now this Snorlax is going to be a better example as to how to use your Confusion correctly, because it's going to be tankier, it's going to last longer, so let's check it out here. I do believe I do my Focus Blast first, just to put on some damage there, and then we go in and then we're going to dodge. So 1 Confusion, and then dodge, 1, and then dodge, and that is how you use Confusion and dodge correctly. You're only going to be able to get off 1, okay? Now, if you know you're going to be able to take those quick moves to a degree, you can get off 2, and then after your second one, typically you should be able to dodge after that. Now we're going to put Mew up against Dazzling Gleam, a little bit more challenging. And the benefits of dodging, what are they? Well, you're reducing 75% of the damage. You're going to be saving yourself potions. You're actually stimulating your mind more when you're dodging instead of just tapping the screen and looking away and not paying attention. You're actually focused on what you're doing. So let's go ahead and see the flash and then move aside. And it's also going to show the text. We're going to kind of rewind it here. It's going to show Dazzling Gleam was used by Chansey before it even, has the animation start. So Chansey used Dazzling Gleam. There's the great indication. And then another one with the flash. After it fades away, that's when you dodge. Now, like I said, so many of these quick moves, charge moves, are at a different pace. You're just going to have to practice. But with these techniques, it should hone you in on becoming perfect, or at least near perfect. As you can see, I'm not even perfect. Most of the time, it's just me not caring as much because the gyms are just weak and it's just not a challenge. Now, back in the level 10 days, I went and looked and watched a lot of those videos, and my dodging was, when it first started, was awful, okay? just moving to the side a whole bunch. It was getting better, but it was still very sloppy and hard to watch. Too much moving of the screen. And now I've perfected it. If you're thinking to yourself, well, you double dodge sometimes. Yes, I do, but a lot of times I do that. It's to get myself out of the attack animation to make sure I'm out of it so that I can dodge. So then when I swipe over, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm out of the animation. Let me swipe back to make sure I dodge the move. Now, I could have made this video 1 minute long and said, you need to dodge when the screen turns yellow and just dodge right when it's fading away. And then the indicators at the side, it'll show it before it does its charge. Every charge in Quick Move is different. You're just going to have to practice video over. But I'm trying to give you an enriched experience here and tell you everything that I kind of know. Even though a lot of it is hard to explain, it's just personal knowledge. Now we're going to go over another charge move with the text on the side just to see how quick that text shows up before it happens. So let's see here. Fairly quick. And then the crunch. So that is a great indicator. I know we just took a look at that. But honestly, I do not go off of that. I do not go off the yellow flash. I just go off of personal knowledge of knowing when to dodge what move. Because I've done so many battles, I've seen every single move, I know when to dodge them. And since this is a dodging video, I thought I'd throw in Rayquaza because I personally think it has the best dodge out of all of the Pokemon that are currently in Pokemon Go. It just looks so cool there. So remember, you can save yourself quite a bit of potions doing this and, home in your techniques for raids. But, it's not for everybody. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at something that I haven't seen anybody really talk about. Now, I know a lot of you are going to know this trick already, and that is going to be recovering your health when the enemy is just about to get defeated. So say, I don't know, that Exeggutor just did its Solar Beam. I took the damage, but as I took the damage, I got in the last hit, and it appears you're in the red, but then when you go into the next Pokemon, you're going to have that health recovered. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. So that'll save you some time. Say the enemy's about to get defeated and then the charge move's about to go off and you're thinking, I got to dodge that last charge. You don't need to. You just need to punch it real quick, knock it out, get it done, and call it a day so that you can go on to the next Pokemon with more health. So I'm just going to slow it down here and just dodge the first two moves, rewind it so you can have a great idea by the end of this video what it looks like dodging the first two moves. You have to be fairly quick. And also remember that every Pokemon has a 700 millisecond dodge cooldown. So basically you can dodge every second. It's fairly quick. You're not going to have to worry about, am I going to be able to dodge that? And then this one, you should be able to dodge everything if you're playing right. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I'm going to take this flamethrower to the face. But look as it's getting defeated. Then my health goes down. Okay, we're going to play this again so you can just see it, have a clear understanding. So it's defeated. I take the hit. Alright, so we're going to go on to the next screen. And you're going to see how it's actually going to recover that health. I'm going to slow it down so you can see that there. Pay attention to its health. Alright, see that? That was the flamethrower and it recovered. Why did it recover? Because it was defeated. It did hit me, but it wasn't technically alive with any HP. So remember that when you're going up against something that's about to get off their charge move, they're winding up, you think you should dodge, just keep going all in. If you think you can take that Pokemon out before it gets off its move, do it. Because even if you take the damage, it will get defeated, and when the next Pokemon comes up, you will have all of your health back. Okay, now let's review really quick on how many times you should get off your quick move before you should dodge. Now, if you're using Mewtwo with Confusion, I recommend you only do one Confusion and then dodge. If you're using something like Kyogre with Waterfall, which we are going to take a look at here in just a second, I recommend using 2 and then you should be able to dodge. If you're using something like Raikou with Thundershock, you should be able to get 4 or even 5. You should be able to sit comfortably at 4, maybe 5, 6, or even 7 after it did its charge move, because I've done quite a few crazy combos before. If you're using something like Machamp with Counter, I recommend 2 to 3. 3 if you're pretty good at dodging, and depends on the Pokemon that you're going up against's rhythm, because sometimes those Blissey's rhythm with Zen Headbutt is kind of off, as opposed to other times like Zen Headbutt. Sometimes it's like Zen, it's slower. It really depends on the situation. Okay, but there you have the breakdown for the quick moves. Like I said, this is all going to be experience. You have to practice, repetition, then knowledge. You'll understand it all once you actually try. You can't just tap the screen mindlessly. You have to put in the effort to dodge these moves. And if you're trying and you can't dodge, you'll get it eventually. You just have to practice, okay? Now, I threw in Kyogre because this is a highly used Pokemon, and Waterfall is an awkward move to use and then dodge at the same time. So I highly recommend that you use 2 Waterfalls and then dodge. 2 and then dodge. Simple as that. So what you're going to do is just tap the screen twice. Don't get too tap happy, and then get out of the way. Because Hydro Pump is obviously one charge bar move, you're not able to continuously get it off, and you could have had all that wasted time using your Waterfall without even getting off your Hydro Pump, and you could have prevented that by just simply doing 1 dodge, but you're too busy waterfalling like crazy. All right, so it pays off to dodge in the end. So I hope this video wasn't too all over the place for you guys. Hope it broke it down quite well, taught you a few new things about dodging. And with that said, trainers, I want to say thank you for watching, and I will be catching you all on my next video.